Kyle Dubas is now a member of the Pittsburgh Penguins organization, but it might not be for the position you think. We'll discuss the hiring, his title, and what it all means coming up next. So welcome back to another video here at Top Shelf Hockey. As I mentioned, we have some breaking news from the Pittsburgh Penguins organization. It's no secret that Kyle Dubas was being interviewed by the Penguins and that there was mutual interest for him to work for them going forward. And we've been waiting for the last couple of days to find out if he was going to accept their offer, because the latest reports were that basically it was his job to lose. However, he was officially announced today as now officially being employed by the Penguins, but it's not as general manager. It's as president of hockey operations. So that's a little bit of a surprise. We knew the Penguins previously had a president and a GM. It wasn't quite clear based on what everybody was saying and the reporters, what they knew. If the Penguins, led by, of course, owned by Fenway Sports Group, if they were going to hire a GM, find a president later, or how they were going to go about things, it wasn't a for sure given that they were going to end up with a president and a GM. So I think most people are under the impression that Kyle Dubas was interviewing to become the next GM of the Pittsburgh Penguins. But I think based on how everything worked out in Toronto and the fallout from that, I think he wanted more autonomy and a little bit more say. So I think that's probably what held things up, is he wanted the president of hockey ops title, not the GM title. So this leads us to think at this point, based on what we know, that the Penguins will still hire a general manager. I would assume Kyle Dubas will now be in charge of that. I imagine some of the other candidates that were already in the mix as they were trying to fill out these two positions within their executive office will likely be people that Dubas considers for the role. So we'll have to see what that all means. But certainly interesting timing as well. The Maple Leafs are set to hold a press conference to introduce their new GM, Brad Treliving, just within, I think, half an hour of this announcement coming out. So certainly the timing is, I know, a little funny just for some people having a little bit of fun with it, that the Penguins are trying to one-up the Leafs. I highly doubt that's the case, but just kind of interesting here how the news from both organizations and the fallout, how it's all kind of come at very similar timing here. Now, I want to show you a statement as well. Fenway Sports Group principal owner John Henry and chairman Tom Warner issued the following statement regarding this welcome addition to their team. We are thrilled to welcome Kyle to the Pittsburgh Penguins. Throughout his career, Kyle has proven himself as a forward-thinking hockey mind and embodies all the qualities, integrity, intelligence, and an unwavering commitment to building a winning culture that we value in the leader at the Penguins and within Fenway Sports Group. We have done exhaustive work narrowing down candidates throughout this process, but it did not take long to be impressed by Kyle. The reputation he's cultivated for himself in and around the National Hockey League and his vision for the organization on and off the ice, his passion for the sport and ability to foster collaborative relationships with his staff, coaches, and players is the type of leadership style that we will undoubtedly resonate with the front office and set us on a new path for success in the near term with our current championship caliber core and beyond, with a commitment to sustainable long-term success. So certainly they're quite happy to have him. Be very interesting to see what happens next in terms of who joins him in the front office to be the general manager. Clearly, like I said, this was not something I think a lot of people expected, but I don't think too many people will be surprised knowing the power struggle that he had with Brendan Shanahan with the Leafs. That's pretty clear that he wanted to avoid a similar type of thing going forward. I mean, really, if he's going to join the Penguins as GM and then them hire a separate president that he wouldn't know who they would be, or like an unknown person later joining them, that would not be something that I don't think he would be too interested in. And of course, like I said, he wanted more of the final say in decisions, and that's what he got with Fenway Sports Group and the Pittsburgh Penguins. So I'd love to know what everybody thinks of this move. I know some people in Ottawa were, with all the rumors that he was kind of waiting to see what was happening with Sens ownership, were, happy to like the idea of replacing Pierre Dorion with Kyle Dubas. I'm not so sure myself. I know Kyle's done some good things in Toronto, but at the same time, did the team really achieve their ultimate goals and success? No, they did not. I see a bright young mind with a lot of good ideas and lots of, things that he can add in a positive way, sure. But at the same time, I can't expect Kyle Dubas to be waiting around for an opportunity that may or may not even exist, depending on who the new ownership is and what changes they may or may not decide to make. So this opportunity is on the table. He does have connections at Fenway Sports Group. There's even some that's saying that he might have interest and doing things in other sports with other franchises that they own down the road. So we'll see what the future holds for Kyle Dubas. Be interesting to see if he can get this Penguins team back to having a shot to contend. Obviously, Crosby, Malkin, Letang all a little bit older now. They didn't make the playoffs this year, which was something that's not common for this franchise. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of moves they make going forward. Let me know your thoughts on this move and what it all means down in the comments, and we'll discuss further. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and stick around. We'll keep you up to date with the latest news, rumors, and analysis of all 32 NHL teams. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.